Well, it's always important to keep your kids and your family healthy, of course, but it has never been more important than right now as we're battling this COVID-19 epidemic. And so we thought we'd go to the expert to find out exactly how we can be keeping our kids healthy and active during this somewhat sedentary time. We've got the Carl Director over Pediatrics, Dr. David Chan, with us. And Doctor, this is, I would imagine, unprecedented in terms of things going on in our country for you and your career.
Yes, I mean, this is obviously a worldwide problem, and certainly in our generations or even couple generations, we have never encountered a situation like this before.
What are you seeing families deal with in terms of problems with their health now? Everybody's stuck at home. They're in one spot. I think all of our routines have been kind of thrown off. What are you seeing on your end?
Yeah, I think the major thing is that we have really been impressed with how the community has responded with the asking them to practice social distancing and staying at home unless they absolutely need to go out, and it has made a major impact. But because of that, we being at home, it's very easy to get into this rut, so to speak, of not doing anything, watching television, or being relatively inactive. And so more than ever, we need to be very conscious of the fact that we need to maintain some semblance of a routine. It doesn't need to be the same every single day. I know the kids are still involved with so-called e-learning through the electronic connection with the teachers, and that is probably slated at a specific time. And so, the parent need to somehow institute some sort of routine of them going to bed at the right time. Getting the right amount of sleep is still important for them to learn. But equally important, and even more important during this time, is that we need to be very careful about what we're eating and what we're doing as far as exercise. So try to minimize the stuff that we know are not really healthy for us. And this is a time when that really can have a huge impact on overall weight and overall condition of a person. And this is a family issue.
I think most people are probably dealing with screen time, whether it's in front of an iPad or a computer or a television. Being active is kind of difficult too, because we don't know, can we go out? What should we do? Do you guys have some suggestions on ways that the family can stay active despite the stay-at-home order and social distancing?
Yeah, I think this is a time where you want to be creative, right? Because most of us probably don't have a home gym where we have all the equipment that would have been present if you go out. And then for the kids, many of them probably enjoy going outside. I think that certainly if the weather is very nice and as long as they pay very careful with social distancing, it's probably okay to go out for a walk and make sure that you stay within your boundaries, so to speak, and not be close to anyone. But be creative at home. So what you want to do is try to do things that doesn't require equipment. And there are old-time exercises that are extremely effective, very, very easy to do, like jumping jacks, push-ups, and all those things, jogging in place, squats, all those things are very, very important and very easy to do. Additional things that are creative, create obstacle courses through the basement, through the house. Make the kids go out, get up and off of the couch and move around. If you want to lift weights, well, we know kids have these huge book bags, backpacks they can load up with some of the books.
You mentioned the diet already, and I think it's fairly self-explanatory about we know what we should and shouldn't be eating. So let's skip to what Carl can do to help families who are concerned or trying to find the right balance, or they have a sick child. How is that working these days, and how are you guys offering help?
Well, I think Carl, like all other institutions, have done an amazing job adapting to this very unusual situation. And believe it or not, we're open business as usual. We simply are much more selective on who we're bringing in. I think the emphasis here is that those children who need immunization, that should not stop. That should not be delayed. And we certainly are here to allow that to occur. If you do have a child who is sick, by all means, call and we will make the right arrangement. We have split up our centers where we see the majority of our primary care patients into an area where we know that most of the patients or people coming in are probably healthy. And then there are those that have a little bit higher suspicion, and we're seeing those at our Windsor site so that we can do some additional screening.
Well, we are so fortunate to have Carl in our community. And Dr. David Chan, thank you for not only the suggestions, but how you're leading your teams. And we look forward to getting on the other side of this and appreciate your time today.
Thank you so much. And please stay safe, everyone.
We will connect you with all these details, the suggestions that Dr. Chan gave, and ways that you can connect with Carl on our website. Just go to ciLiving.tv.